I am continuing my interview with Brent, who was just voted out 11-0. It was a blindside. We're going to get to that in a second.
Absolutely.
But out of everyone in the House, who do you feel betrayed by the most?
I would have to say Alyssa, just because originally she was one of my targets as far as Christian and Alyssa. So if I was HOH the first week and I told them to their face, I would have did the same exact thing. Your teammates, Christian likes you, you like Christian, just makes sense. But once they were put on the block, Alyssa was a part of an alliance that I was last to be a part of. So I was like, now I have to fight to get her off to make sure that everything works out for my game as well.
Which alliance are you speaking of?
I'm speaking of the Slaughterhouse. I was the last person brought to that alliance, even though I didn't like it. But what am I going to do to the HOH that already had a target on my back? Say no? It's just, I would have been up on that block where Travis was, and I would have been slaughtered.
Here's the good news. The good news is Big Brother fans, they love blindsides. They just do.
Yeah.
You're part of Big Brother history now, Brent.
Yep.
So, what do you have to say about that?
I'm flattered and gracious, and I knew what I was getting myself into. So to be a part of the blind side and the history, I'm truly honored. I really am.
What was the best part of playing this game?
I think the best part about playing this game for me was it's so much different than watching it from home. And when you're inside of it and all your senses are just keen to everything that's going on around you, who's whispering, who's doing what, mannerisms, the body language, the distance. Proximity is everything in the house, so when you see someone that's gravitating, farther away, it makes you, I can see where the paranoia and everything sets in, and it's cool to experience it, even though, like I said, I'm very strong in the sense of I knew what I was getting myself into, so I don't take it personal. It is a game. So to see it from that perspective, I think, is something that I really enjoyed. They're like, oh, I knew this was going to happen. I knew this could happen. I had a gut feeling about you. I'm so happy that Hannah showed me who she really is, because I knew that she was someone different. And I said it to her, actually, last night and today. I was like, it makes no sense. Why would they cast you? You're so quiet. You don't open up and everything. I was like, there's more to you. I know there is, and I know you must be more feisty than you're actually letting us see. And she made the joke that maybe she might be famous and such, but I knew it. And so then I'm glad that I got to see who she really is, because my gut was right. My gut, always trust your gut. So yeah.
Well, not always,
I
because then your gut.
I know.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. Go ahead, let me have it. You can do it.
You're a good sport.
Yeah.
Who do you think is playing the best game right now?
To be honest, I think it's, the people that are laying low and the coasters and the floaters, it really annoys me that's a strategy.
I need names, Brent.
I'm going to have to say Azza, her gameplay of just, going to the back room, laying down, staying away from a lot of people. I think that's just an easy way to get where you need to be. I wanted to play the game. I didn't want to coast. I didn't want to float. I wanted to use strategy. I wanted to show that I could play with strategy and have social game and compete. Unfortunately, the competition aspect was cut short for me, because the one competition I really got to indulge in, I got sick, so it's unfortunate. But that's why it was so hard for me to believe that I was such a threat competitively, because I didn't do too hot on those first 3 comps. I said green to a question that asked, what's underneath green? So it's like, how the heck does that scream, get this guy out of the house? If anything, and invite him to the table, have dinner with him, But
how do you think playing in teams impacted playing this game?
It really messed a lot of things up for me, because my true personality was that first week. I'm a social butterfly. I like to have fun. I like to joke. I like to charm people and flirt, and to get a read on what they like, what they don't like, how they perceive, and if they're, open to any of that. It builds a lot of information that I could use to work with. The team aspect was like, all right, we're forced to already have this loyalty to people, even though Derek X, tried to break it the first couple of days. To me, it was like, all right, well, me and Whitney, I wouldn't have been able to work with Whitney if it wasn't for the teams, because our personalities clash hardcore, and it makes for tension between our own group. And when the group sees that listen, we're supposed to be working together, and we can't even get along, it's, you know, it makes everyone uneasy. So I would have picked different people, but she was the captain, so she picked me, and I think she regretted it.
Expect the unexpected. At
absolutely.
times, the two of you were at each other.
Yes, and it
Like
wasn't
oil
even, it was just because, like, she would say something, or I'd say something, and she would be able to bust me up, but she wouldn't be able to take it, and then she'd get upset and then twist it, and then...
Before we say goodbye,
Go ahead.
do you want to know who won HOH?
I'm going to guess and say that it was one of my teammates.
Nope, it was Christian.
Was it?
What happens now?
I was...
Who knows?
Yeah.
You're just trying to get your thoughts.
I would have been able to help take Christian out, but they didn't see it that way, so.
Brent, thank you so much
No,
for
thank you.
playing Big Brother
Appreciate
and
you.
being a house guest.
Absolutely.
We appreciate
I'm
you.
honored. Thank you.
Thank you.